Hey there, and welcome back to English Uncovered. I'm Peter, and today we're diving into one of the biggest challenges English learners face, listening. Have you ever watched a movie in English and thought, wait, did they even say that word? Why do they talk so fast? I understood the words, but I didn't get the meaning. You're not alone. Most learners hit a wall when it comes to understanding native speakers, not because of vocabulary or grammar, but because native English sounds nothing like textbook English. But don't worry, this episode is your guide to overcoming that. I'm going to break down the exact techniques and patterns native speakers use when they talk. We'll cover what native speakers really stress in a sentence, the secret of language chunks, why some words sound like they disappear, the power of contractions and weak forms, and what the heck is connected speech. And the best part, you'll hear real examples. I'll guide you step by step so you can finally listen with confidence and actually understand what's being said in real life. So grab your headphones and stay with me, and let's start decoding the real English talk. Let's start with one of the biggest secrets to understanding native English, stressing the right words in every sentence. Not all words are equal. Native speakers naturally stress the important ones, usually nouns, main verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Let's try an example. Listen to this sentence. I bought a new car yesterday. Notice what stands out. Bought, new, and yesterday. They carry the main meaning. Words like I and are said quickly, almost like background noise. Here's another. She's working on a big project this week. You'll hear the rhythm of the sentence follow the stressed words. Working, big project, week. This natural rhythm is key to understanding native English because your ears start focusing on what matters most. Now, let's flip it. If I stress the wrong words, she's working on a big project this week. Very flat and confusing. It feels robotic, right? That's what many learners sound like and hear like when listening. So here's the takeaway. Train your ear to listen for stressed words, and when you speak, learn to stress the key words, not the grammar words. We'll practice this more in later parts, but for now, start noticing which words carry the meaning. Coming up next, we'll talk about a superpower native speakers use all the time, language chunks. Okay, now that you know how to listen for keywords, let's add another layer. Language chunks, also called word blocks or fixed expressions. These are groups of words that native speakers always say together. Instead of understanding word by word, they hear and use these as one single unit. Think about it. Do you really stop to translate these word by word? How is it going? At the end of the day? Don't get me wrong, it depends on? Exactly. These are chunks. They're stored in the brain as one idea, not separate words. And that's exactly how natives speak and understand so fast. Let me show you the difference. Imagine you hear, I'm going to head out. If you try to translate word by word, I am going to is slow. Head out may be confusing. But if you know the chunk going to head out means I'm leaving, you get it instantly. Here's another, let me know. Super common, 4 short words, but to a native speaker, it's one single idea.
Let me know means tell me later. That's the magic of chunks. They save time, they speed up your listening, and they sound natural when you use them. So what should you do? Start noticing them in movies, YouTube videos, conversations. Write them down and repeat the whole chunk, not just individual words. Here's a few more to look out for. You know what I mean? That makes sense. I'll get back to you. No way. Come on. Learn these as full expressions, and you'll sound more natural and understand native speakers way faster. Now, we're diving into something that confuses almost every English learner: weak forms, or what I like to call invisible words. These are the small words that native speakers almost never say clearly. They get reduced, squeezed, or nearly vanish in fast everyday conversation. Let me give you an example. Imagine this sentence: "What do you want to do?" If you're reading it or saying it slowly, you'll pronounce every word. What do you want to do? But now listen to how a native speaker would say it. What do you want to do? Whoa, what just happened? Well, what do you became whatcha, and want to became wanna. Totally different, right? But this is 100% normal in casual spoken English. And if you're not expecting it, it can sound like a completely different sentence. Here's another one for you. Take the sentence, "I'm going to call her." Now say it naturally and fast. I'm going to call her. Did you hear that? I'm going to became gonna, and call her became caller. Native speakers do this all the time without thinking. It's just how the rhythm of English works in real life. If you try to understand every word as it's written, you'll miss the meaning. That's why you need to expect these weak forms when listening. Let me give you a few more examples that you'll hear very often. Clear form, going to. Weak form, gonna. Example, I'm gonna leave. Clear form, want to. Weak form, wanna. Example, do you want to come? Clear form, have to. Weak form, have to. Example, I have to go now. Clear form, has to. Weak form, has to. Example, she has to finish it. Clear form, should've. Weak form, shoulda. Example, you should have told me. Clear form, could've. Weak form, coulda. Example, he could have won. Clear form, would've. Weak form, woulda. Example, I would have helped. These reduced forms are everywhere in native English. TV shows, movies, conversations, podcasts, you name it. But here's the good news. You don't need to speak this way yet. You just need to recognize them. That's the first step. And once your ear gets used to these shortcuts, your listening skills will skyrocket. You'll stop saying, "Wait, what did they say?" and start saying, "Oh, I get it."
All right, time to talk about something so common in English. It's everywhere, but learners often miss it because it's fast and small. We're talking about contractions. What are contractions? They're shortened combinations of words that we use in everyday speech. Instead of saying, "I am going to the store," we say, "I'm going to the store." Let me show you just how common they are. Here are some typical contractions. Full form, I am. Contraction, I'm. Full form, you are. Contraction, you're. Full form, he is. Contraction, he's. Full form, she is. Contraction, she's. Full form, it is. Contraction, it's. Full form, we are. Contraction, we're. Full form, they are. Contraction, they're. Full form, I will. Contraction, I'll. Full form, you will. Contraction, you'll. Full form, they will. Contraction, they'll. Full form, I have. Contraction, I've. Full form, you have. Contraction, you've. Full form, do not. Contraction, don't. Full form, cannot. Contraction, can't. Full form, will not. Contraction, won't. Full form, would not. Contraction, wouldn't. Sounds simple, right? But here's the challenge. In natural English, these disappear into the sentence. They're quick, reduced, and very easy to miss. Listen to this. They're going to do it tomorrow. You might hear, they're gonna do it tomorrow. It's all squished together. So if you're listening for, they are going to do it tomorrow, you'll completely miss what's being said. That's why training your ear to hear contractions is essential. Let's try this quick listening exercise. I'll say a sentence naturally, and you try to hear the contraction. She'll be here soon. Did you catch it? That was she will to she'll. Here's another. We're not ready yet. What did you hear? That was we are to we're. And one more. I've seen that movie. That's I have to I've. See how tiny they become? Your brain needs practice to spot them, so listen again and again. And remember, you don't need to use every contraction in your own speech right away. But if you can recognize them, your listening skills will jump to a whole new level.
Okay, my friend, if you've made it this far, congratulations! You're about to unlock one of the biggest secrets to understanding native speakers. Let's talk about connected speech. So, what is connected speech? It's how native speakers connect words together when speaking naturally. They don't speak word by word, they speak in flows. Let me give you an example. You learned this sentence in class, "What are you doing?" But when a native speaker says it fast, it sounds like, "What you doing?" Wait, what? Yeah. This is connected speech in action. Sounds change, disappear, or blend together. Here are some common types of connected speech. 1. Linking. We connect final consonants to beginning vowels. Turn off it becomes turn off it. Go on it becomes gon it. 2. Intrusion. We add a little sound between words to make them easier to say. I saw it becomes I saw it. He is becomes he is. These sounds, W, Y, and R, sneak in and smooth the connection. 3. Elision. We drop a sound completely. Next day becomes next day. Friendship becomes friendship. In fast speech, certain consonants just disappear. 4. Assimilation. Sounds blend together and change. Don't you becomes don't ya. Did you becomes did ya. It's like a sound remix, totally normal in casual English. And here's the good news. You don't need to speak this way immediately, but if you train your ear to hear it and understand it, your listening will improve drastically. So, whenever you're watching a show or listening to a podcast, pause and repeat what you hear. paying attention to those connected sounds. Your brain will start to catch them automatically. Wrapping up, you're on your way. And there you have it. The real tools that make all the difference when listening to native English speakers. We talked about stressing key words so your brain catches the main message. Language chunks, those little word groups that stick together and carry meaning. Weak forms, the invisible words that disappear in fast speech. Contractions, how words shrink and blend together. And finally, connected speech, where sounds merge, disappear, or even change completely. Learning to hear these things takes time, and that's okay. Don't try to catch every word. Focus on the rhythm, the chunks, the stressed words. Your ears will adjust little by little, day by day. So keep listening, keep noticing, and remember, every time you train your ears, you're getting closer to understanding real everyday English. Thanks for being here with me. See you next time.